starting here.
A calm, relaxed brain, on the other hand, exhibits a pattern that is primarily in the Alps, along with small amounts of theta or beta as well. This is healthy and brain activity.
No?
This exercise and other activities promote it. But how does healthy brain activity grow brain enhance congestive performance? We don't yet have the extensive studies needed to fully understand as occurs during meditation is associated. But we do know that such activity is, as occurs during meditation, is advocated with decreased crystal activity has also been tried to two members of our fourth agnosis and bolstering the brain highway. In other words, maintaining a calm and focused midset actually makes new blood vessels grow and the network of connection between brain and became stronger. And you can see that.
Thank you. You know, this part here, right? I'm going to go to the next page. Makes it stronger. Maintaining a calm and focused mindset actually makes the blood vessels grow and the network of connections between brain regions become stronger. So this is a calm and focused mindset.
Right. A common.
Meditation is associated with decreased cortisol. Meditation is good.
That's right.
Now we're on page 34. Big is a boon. By now you know that the brain typically shrinks with age, and that the brain's incredibly plasticity means you can not only offset the shrinkage, but also enlarge a healthy brain.
That's right.
You know that such growth will help improve your clarity, memory, and creativity, and that it can also reduce your risk of late life Alzheimer's disease. But why?
Because it's always the answer to that.
Well, here's the real answer. The answer lies in a concept neuroscientists call brain reserve.
Right.
Brain reserve simply refers to the notion that promoting the core for increasing the number of synapses in the brain, strengthening the connections across the brain, keeping the brain well nourished with rich blood flow, and growing new neurons enhances brain performance now and results in a more resilient brain as you age.
That's right.
You can think of it as a retirement fund of sorts. Pay into it early and often, and you'll have more to draw on it in your later years. There's ample evidence for this.
Later years?
Yeah, you're building your brain so later on, you'll have you have a stronger brain. In other words, after aging, the brain decreases some. So if you built your brain like you did when you were younger, you read a lot,
I did, yes.
you meditated, you had all that, so that builds your brain up. So now, as you're getting closer to, past your midlife, you're past that a little bit.
That's right.
Your brain may be getting smaller, but it also can grow.
Oh,
So what they're saying here is that,
That's right.
So it says in one study, for example, people with large hippocampi were less likely to be demented late in life, even if they had footprints of Alzheimer's disease pathology in their brains. In other words, some people have footprints of, they may be having Alzheimer's, but since they built their brain up, they didn't get it. Because their brain was big enough to where by time, that they would have had to live to be 200 or something before the Alzheimer's, before they lost enough in their brain. One significant difference between financial planning and brain reserve building is that a bigger brain translates to greater clarity, memory, and creativity, not just in the future, but now as well. Unlike a retirement fund, you don't have to wait until you clock out for the last time to benefit. Keep in mind that even the smallest of the brain changes that we'll talk about in the pages to come, measuring mere fractions of a millimeter, reflect hundreds of thousands of neurons and tens of millions of synapses. We're just talking about a small change, and
that's right.
You have all these thousands of synapses, millions. Of course, growth has its limit, as with muscles. Once you reach the limit of growth and size, you'll still see increases in efficiency. After that, the brain will continue to become more efficient. Although not larger, it's more efficient. In much of the same way, your bicep muscles max out on size but continue to strengthen.
That's right.
One good example to illustrate this may be the brain of bona fide brainiac Albert Einstein.
Oh, wow.
Recent studies of Einstein's brain reveal it contained more intricate folds than the brain of an average person.
Right.
Researchers are still puzzling out the meaning of this, but it's possible an indication that Einstein's cortex had expanded in size and, in doing so, folded in on itself to a greater degree than most people experience.
Right. That's right.
Expand your intelligence is the next section we will delve into now.
Okay.
When I talk about having a bigger brain, I inevitably get eager nods and then a question along these lines. But will that make me smarter?
No.
The answer is no.
I know the answer.
And yes, actually it depends on what you mean by smart.
That's true.
If you Google the phrase, "what is intelligence?" you will get more than 600 million hits. Within those, you'll find a wide range of definitions for intelligence.
That's right.
That's because, despite much study and obvious interest, experts still don't agree on what exactly intelligence is.
That's right. They don't.
Still, most definitions include some or
That's
all of
their
the
way
following.
out. That's their way out.
The way out. Still, most definitions include some or all of the following: the ability to engage in abstract thought,
Right.
understanding meaning in words, communicate with others,
Right.
reason, learn, retain knowledge, plan, and problem solve. One Merriam-Webster definition puts it simply as the act of understanding.
The act of understanding.
The act of understanding.
Right.
The definition I like to use is this: intelligence is the ability to function well in response to obstacles in life.
Right.
In other words, it is your ability to figure out ways to be successful.
Right.
This includes having the emotional intelligence, something IQ tests can't measure, required to interact effectively with others.
Right.
It includes the ability to process information at a reasonable speed. And yes, it includes the ability to remember things. But memory is just one component of intelligence. Being able to remember the elements on the periodic table might be helpful to success if your obstacle is a chemistry test.
Right.
But it won't mean much when you need to come up with the new ideal for the ad campaign that might earn you a promotion.
There it is.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
You know, someone can't remember a few words and all of a sudden they have no intelligence.
That's right. What happened? I had a lot of intelligence.
But that's the problem. People are doing these intelligence tests around here.
Yeah.
You know, and they say, well, if you can't remember these 5 words, then that means that everything's over.
That's right.
All bets are off. But that's not the only intelligence.
That's right. There's more than one intelligence.
Doesn't it take intelligence to be able to recognize intelligence?
Certainly it does.
Well, we're all born with certain innate abilities when it comes to intelligence, and those abilities vary greatly by person. One person may have a respectable ability to work with numbers, for example, while another may be terrible at math, but can movingly convey meanings with words. You see that? Some people are not good with math, but they can movingly convey meaning with words.
Right.
But here's the beautiful thing. We can improve at least some of the components that make up our intelligence. Memory, creativity, mental agility,
Right.
our ability to respond quickly, or
That's it.
connect the dots.
That's it.
That's it.
Quickly are connected.
The dots. All can be improved with a bigger brain. So you need to exercise, Mom. Come on, pedal. Come on, pedal, pedal, pedal. Pedal, 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 pedal. Pedal for your big brain. Pedal for the big brain.
The big brain.
The big brain.